Hi, my name is Toby, and in 2019 I inherited an abandoned 248,000 square metre farm in the northwest corner of Tenerife, inside the Tenor National Park. I'm now clearing 50,000 square metres of overgrowth, restoring a 100-year-old farm building, rediscovering 200,000 square metres of virgin forest, and all this in one of the best climates of the world. Follow our journey from the very start as we begin and develop this adventure, a massive project to bring useful purpose to this abandoned land. Become an active part of our dream to bring a sustainable lifestyle to this place of outstanding natural beauty. Hello and welcome to this edition of the Buena Vista Rural Club. Another video here from the beautiful surroundings of the Buena Vista Rural Club farm. So clearly one of the first things to do is to unload the car, which is what I've done. I brought some tools with me, but I brought those flagstones. And the second thing to do is to take those flagstones, and these ones here which I had brought up on an earlier date, let's take one of the smaller ones with me and put them where I now intend to use them, which is here in the patio of this house, and this lovely bench and place where people will sit, hopefully, and contemplate Mother Nature. And where more fitting than to have those stones which are probably 200, 300 years old. They're called chasneras. I'm not quite sure how that translates, but they're piedras chasneras. They're made from volcanic hard stone. And I just wanted to take a moment to say how difficult it is to make a video when you're doing the work, recording the sound, and also filming the action. I've just opened up the workshop for the first time to have a look at it with the floor finished. And it is there it is. The floor is finished. The hole is filled. It's a slightly different color because it's still, I guess, drying out. We've taken this back so that it's a meter here, as I said in the previous video. And now the floor itself is complete. We can get ready to put the drain in here. And I can feel satisfied that we've completed a very difficult job. That's a water drain, by the way, there, purposely left in the concrete to help the water down. And today we can do a bit of tidying up and getting this into some sort of an order. What do you think? Good idea? I think so. So let's have a little look after, what, an hour and a half. What's been going on? Everything's looking a bit more orderly. A bit more light on. So it's been an hour or so since I last filmed, and what I've been doing is I've been connecting the water pump in a more permanent fashion, so that it's now connected on this board up here, which is where it will live, down to the filter. What I've been meaning to do for several minutes now, keep getting distracting, is go and get a plastic bag, bin bag, and get rid of this rubbish before I go any further with this installation. God knows how many years this has been here. several. One of the great blessings we have in the Canary Islands is we don't have any snakes. So rookie holes like this without really being too afraid that you're going to get bitten by anything that's too nasty. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this. An endless hole of rubbish. How many years of stuff have they put in here? That will do for now, I think. A whole bag full of rubbish came out of that hole. Whew. Now, if we take this and we cable tie it to here. See, all the bees come here to get their water. My rubbish here for a minute, because the last thing that we have to do here for the water to be connected. So we're going to connect the pump output now, and we'll use a O-ring to connect onto the pipe. It's a 10mm clear plastic. Do up the O-ring, not too tight, there's a plastic fitting, just tight enough for it not to come off. And that should be it. We've got the hose from there up to here, 12 volts to it, all the way down. You can see it runs all the way down that pipe, that water pipe, all the way to the end. And here we are at the other end. And the pipe comes to here, comes down, across, and through this hole in the wall. And from there, coming out of the wall here to the tap. So here's some footage I recorded a couple of days later with Jesus testing the water supply.
Wow, una buena presión.
Que salga todo el aire. Ciérrala otra vez. Ahora, abre otra vez. So at the moment, the water is connected straight to the water source. That's not how it will be eventually. Eventually, what will happen is we'll go up to a holding tank on the roof and then come back down from the holding tank to the supply. From the holding tank on the roof, it will go to all the various places where it has to go in the farmhouse. Quite a bit more time has passed now, and I've completed the electrical installation for the pump. Again, a temporary measure. What we've done is we've taken this light fitting here and placed a plug onto this, which goes to that, which runs across to the other roof and across to the pump, so that when you plug that into there, the pump runs. You can switch it on and off here, and water comes out the other end. So a successful pump installation, which I will show you in another video. Some of you may remember that I said that I bought a new tool a few episodes back. And that tool is very useful. It's a Stihl brush cutter, and it makes one heck of a difference. We start. It starts first time, and if you remember that other brush cutter which I had, the son of a bitch one. I'd still like to get this thing going. Right? You saw it going. You heard it go. You know it works. Son of a bitch. I'll go to music. Have we run out of string? Probably. One of the things I really like about the Stihl is the ease at which you can thread the string. So if you line these lines up, the arrow with the line, the idea is you get a new piece of string. This one is thicker than the manufacturer actually recommends, so I don't know whether it will easily come out the other side. Anyway, once it is strung through, you pull it so that it's equidistant both sides, and you can tell that by holding the string out like that and getting it equidistant. And once it's equidistant, you literally have to wind the string in, like so, and it's terribly difficult because it's so tough. The string is so tough, I mean. But right, and then you can see the auto line is in. Put me safety face on again, and the Stihl should start for first time. And we're back in business. overgrown.
strange now. Dreams holding us closer.